they connect them, bloom, oh, bloom, showing if they connect them.
Hey everybody, I'm glad to be back and with you on this Friday afternoon for the third installment with me, Tim Huckabee, and the Bloom Show Correspondent. It's a mouthful. So we've got a big program for you today. The focus is going to be on Thanksgiving. And you might think, well, come on, it's a week before Thanksgiving. It's never too late. Trust me, it's never too late. So bring up my slides and I'll show you what we've got for you. All right. This is actually kind of borrowed from an in-house program we have. It's called the 15-Minute Florist. And we do specialized workshops on a variety of topics, including the holidays. So this one is strictly or just focused on Thanksgiving sales tips. Okay, so let's dive in. What we want to do is help you to optimize and maximize your Thanksgiving. And I realize that this show is going out to the world, and Thanksgiving is happening right now only in the US. So those of you who are joining us from Canada, from Europe, from Australia, think about using this methodology for Christmas. So it is timely. You'll get double value, if you will. Okay, next slide. We're going to break it down into 4 tips. Tip number 1 is start now. And it's never too early. Subsequently, it's never too late. So what I advocate is, as you're waiting on customers today, going into the weekend, still don't assume that they're going to be ready and remember Thanksgiving. I know from years and years and years of experience that people wait till the last minute, and it just causes extra stress and it limits their choices. So we want to preemptively start educating them about that. Now, if you're super organized, what you can do is at the end of every single sale that you make, that can be a transaction on the floor, it can be a telephone sale. You can jump in and say to the customer, oh, by the way, if you have a minute, I'd love to tell you about our Thanksgiving designs. And believe me, even though it's the Friday before the holiday, people will still say, oh yeah, you know what, I forgot all about it, or thank you for reminding me. So they'll be appreciative of doing that. My guideline is very simple, as you see on the screen. I feel like if somebody's placing an order for a funeral, I want to respect that. I'm not going to try to turn it into a marketing venture, if you will, but every other call is fair game. Use common sense. If the customer sounds like they're in a super hurry, they're in an airport, for example, you can opt out of this. If it's a really bad connection, they're driving, that's fine too. But for every other sale, so somebody calls today or tomorrow, they want to place a birthday order, at the end, hey, by the way, jump in. All right, let's go to tip number 2. And it's true what they say, size matters. And just a quick side note, I was talking to Sahid before we started this program today, and I said I made about half a dozen secret shopper calls to some really prominent flower shops just this week, trying to place a Thanksgiving order to hear what they would do, what they would ask, how they would handle it. Not good. I was so disappointed because all that I was told about was prices. They start at, or a nice size. I've never seen a ruler that measures nice. A nice size costs this. Here is the point. You need to make it easier for customers to shop at your store. And to do that, you have to talk about size. Those of you who have been working with us already have in your sales toolkit our Thanksgiving centerpiece sizing chart that enables you to convert the concept of small, medium, and large into a dialogue with a customer. And what we include in that chart, to remind you, is to ask some intelligent qualifying questions. What's the shape of the table? How many people will be sitting there? You gather that information, and then instantly you know what your customer needs to order and how much they need to spend. By that I mean, if the customer tells me there are going to be 10 people sitting at the table, instantly I know he needs a larger design. So why would I start anywhere else? And subsequently, when I offer that to him, I can say, well, since you have a large dining table seating 10, this is what I recommend. This is what I suggest. And unless there's a big objection for price, the customer typically says, great, and they buy it. And they're spending more, which is good. But even more important than that, they're getting what they need. They're getting the size and the dimensions proportionate to their table. So it is true that size does matter. Pardon me. And for all of you who are already profitable florist customers, you do have this centerpiece chart. You can pop in your own prices. Shoot us an email at the office and we'll send you an updated one. Happy to do that. Let's look at tip number 3. Keep the magic going. So more is more. And what I mean by that is when it comes to selling flowers, every once in a while, we all know that a customer will ask you, is that enough? As soon as I hear that, I say no. You know, if your budget permits, yes, an extra $20, $30, $40 will make a difference. So what we want to do is give them the chance to upgrade it. Give them a chance to do a couple things. Maybe add candles. There's a flower shop, pardon me, I visited their website, and for Thanksgiving, they have a rose upgrade. You can add 3 or 6 roses, another way to embellish it and increase the sale. But what we're really talking about here is kind of taking it to the next level. And look at it this way. When somebody's celebrating Thanksgiving, what we traditionally do is order the centerpiece, and that's it. But your guests don't just wait on the front porch and then at 5 o'clock rush in, eat dinner, and leave. No, they get there early. They hang out. They're in the kitchen. They're in the living room. Help your customers to decorate the house. And I was taught this forever ago and have been using it successfully ever since. After I sell the centerpiece, I will just gently introduce the idea to the customer that, you know, many of our customers also offer additional designs in that same feeling, that same palette, to be placed on an island in the kitchen, on the coffee table in the living room. Maybe if there's a kids table, you might want to order a small arrangement to go on that table. It's limitless, but customers won't think of this. It's our job to put it on their radar. And when you offer them these items, not only will you increase the sale, but beyond that, you're making a really good service impression. It's a customer service maneuver, and people will like that. Even if they don't buy it, they're going to say, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm not going to do it today because of, but they're going to appreciate the fact that you're not just sitting there taking another order like too many people do at this holiday. All right, let's not run out of time, and let's take a look at tip number 4. And that is to be proactive. And what I mean by that is reach out to the people who placed their orders last year. Maybe your point of sale system has already done this and sent out emails. How many orders did you get? It's rare that people actually pick up the phone and call customers. Do it. I can tell you from personal experience, I did this for years. It's something we teach, and we just hear amazing, amazing feedback from the shops that actively put this into practice. It's very easy to grab a list of last year's orders out of your point of sale system and scroll through them. Look at the ones that are for Thanksgiving and call those people. It'd be a great maneuver to do tomorrow, Saturday, or even on Monday. Hi, it's Tim calling from the flower shop. A quick courtesy call to let you know that, like last year, we can help you with gorgeous Thanksgiving flowers. Here is our most popular design this year. This is our customer favorite. Give them your phone number. You're probably going to be talking to voicemail most of the time anyway, so this makes it quick and easy. Leave your phone number. Leave last year's order number. Say when you call, mention this order number, and any of my colleagues who answer the phone will be able to find you instantly. Pull up their order, copy it, and you're done. It's a great way to get additional sales, because when it comes down to the 11th hour, some people might figure, oh, flower shop is already closed. They're not going to have flowers. I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to sidestep flowers. I'm going to do something different this year. Let's not lose those sales. So get proactive and grab them. Whew, I think I did it. All right, that's it. So let me just tell you a super duper offer, and we'll send you on your way. On the next slide, I want to let everybody know that the Floral Confidence Workshop, which is something that we have been teaching for years, and we're proud of it. It's our pride and joy. It's normally $1,795. However, since you are here with us at the Bloom Show, we're going to give you $700 off, an amazing, huge discount. We can honor that until December 1st. To take advantage of that, simply give me a call. That's my direct number. Shoot me an email. We'll do the rest, and we'll make 2026 super profitable for you. So glad to be with you again. We'll see you next month. Have a great Thanksgiving.
The blue, showing if they can make them blue.